morning, good afro, good evening, whatever time zone you are in. I'm on the road, heading through Las Vegas, New Mexico. I didn't know there was a Las Vegas, New Mexico until today. Love these mesas. They're calling my name. They're kind of saying like, you need to figure out your shit and get over here. Make this your home. Doing a reading with the cards on the go by the sacred, beautiful mountain. Ow! Ho! Ho! Hello! Aho! Can't see her, but we can feel her presence. There she is. And our card for today. Ooh, this guy again, the Ten of Wands. He keeps popping up. He's all about holding on to structures. You might be feeling like the ground under your feet is moving. You might even figuratively or literally be moving right now. As you are going through much change, most of us are. You might be wanting just the same old structure that held you safely, or at least consistently. Maybe it wasn't always feeling safe even, but maybe it gave you a sense of familiarity. And this card kind of is, it both has like a positive and a negative aspect. Most things do. The positive aspect being that we all need some sense of stability. We all need some sense of being able to write our own course, coming to our center, having a sense of personal power, having a stronghold or like a safe spot to land. Last night I was on the go. We were passing through a twister and a hailstorm, and I was really wanting some shelter and a safe place to go. We were very safe throughout it all. Nothing really was a true danger. We were mercifully blessed to just avoid the heart of the twister just by happenstance of our route. There's not many options when you're on a highway in the middle of the high desert. It's not like a ton of routes you can take. So if you are feeling like you're stuck in a situation where you have no control, no safety, a sense of stability, safety, and security is very appealing, and very important, even necessary. But as we all know, life throws us many curveballs and doesn't always give us what we want, and yet secretly may offer us what you need. I'm thinking of the Rolling Stones song, "You Can't Always Get What You Want." Sometimes you can get what you need. I really wanted to go to the hot springs out in the northeastern region. It was the San Yamez, beautiful natural hot springs. I did find myself at beautiful natural hot springs somewhere a little more close to Santa Fe, and it gave me that absolute bliss that I had been searching for. The sacred waters here, the magic. So sometimes we have to leave our secure cave to go venture out to find what is calling us beyond. So the cat is kind of looking like a little like alarmed in this image. It's like alerted. It's like almost like alerting the, I guess it's like the emperor, the overlord in this image, the priest. And the cat is saying there's something coming, something new, something possibly dangerous. It doesn't have to be truly dangerous. It can be adventure without being fully hazardous to ourselves and others. So I really like New Mexico. 50% of people here are vaccinated. So that is a good feeling that you can come to a place and know that half the people are protected, and myself included. But it's a weird time. Not everybody is ready to surrender their arm to what's at hand. Okay, so we're also having something coming from the Queen of Cups. She's offering, let's write her around so we can see her. She's offering a divine, beautiful cup full of mystical, sacred, magical concoction. Her tiger is prancing happily by her side. She's wearing a beautiful robe. Queen of Cups is all about abundance. She is literally like the queen of all good things, like Shakti. Like, I'm thinking of possibly Bastet. She's having images of the sacred cat goddess from Egypt. And I just wanted to take a little look in my book, because she's inversed, and this deck is always so specific. So we're just going to take a little peek. Here's that storm again. Wish me luck. Wish me safe passage. Queen of Cups. Reversed. She's all about what can I offer? I may have abundance. I may be feeling like I need everything for myself, but actually this is a time to share. This is a time to let go. This is a time to not be so attached as the last card was saying. We might be feeling that attachment, but it's actually time to surrender some of that. There's also something about the image of the sacred cup. It can mean we're being a little inconsistent of our honor. Like, instead of holding the cup as sacred, holding it up, it's reversed. So it's almost like we are losing something. So inconsistency of honor, possible immorality, dishonesty, unreliability, vice. So those things that we were feeling, that insecurity, that sense of like, I just needed to feel good. Well, Queen of Cups, she's telling us that, you know, when you're feeling a little bit low, you just reach for that comfort. And it may not be the thing that comforts you long term, but it offers you something in the moment. So this is sort of like I'd say the theme of the overall pandemic, really. We've all been like communicating with friends and hearing people share their story online or through different mediums. We've all been sort of hit with that sense of like reaching toward our vice, reaching toward what is short-term, comforting, and that unfortunately leads us into a place of habit, right? Because the short-term comfort, when you're talking about a year of being like sort of stuck in a situation you don't want to be, the short-term comfort becomes a habit, and it may be only presenting a limited opportunity for a temporary comfort. It's not really addressing the root of the problem. So our last card here is Queen of Pentacles. Oh, she looks so divine. I really love this artist. Actually, she spent time in New Mexico as well. So this deck is really at home here. See the fierce cat spirits behind her. Her crown displaying out like a cosmic starburst. She's looking very confident, very certain. However, it is reversed. Oh my gosh, so much reversal today. So we're talking about pentacles. Pentacles are about materiality. They're all about what we feel like we have in life, whether it be illusory or whether it be something more spiritual, whether it be our physical possessions, our physical health. Pentacles all about prosperity, wealth, well-being, wealth, abundance. So reversed here, it's about false prosperity, a feeling of maybe even like suspicion, maybe feeling like someone wants to take what we have, a feeling of neglect of our own responsibilities, neglect of taking care of something. It could also be someone who's untrusting, or a sense of like being wronged and therefore trying to settle the score, or fear of failure. All three of these together are just telling us we be tripping a little bit. We're looking for comfort. We're looking for consistency. We're looking for our cup to be filled. We're looking for our confidence to be restored, our sense of being seated on the throne, a sense of, oh wow, stability. Look at those rocks. I recommend, as I look at all these together, they're really about a stronghold and like the positive aspect of giving when we feel a sense of lack, or giving up something when we feel a sense of like, I need. So changing the story for ourselves in order to change our perspective a little bit, in order to offer us a fresh outlook, in order to relieve that sense of insecurity, just to show ourselves like we're actually okay, we actually got it, we actually all good. Like we're spinning these stories in our mind of not having enough, or someone taking or losing, or there's a sense of desperation in each of these. And the archetypes of desperation tend to be like stories that don't end great. Right? Like if you think of like Greek myths or other cultural stories that come from when we come from that place of like extreme sense of like extreme longing, an extreme sense of dis-ease, and an extreme sense of feeling like we must fend for ourselves. That's when we tend to resort to actions because we don't see a choice. So giving yourself more awareness. What can you choose that you wouldn't normally choose, that would be for the greater good for yourself, for others? What can you choose that is outside of your comfort zone just a little bit, to like remind yourself that life is beautiful, that you can have faith in humanity. I remember traveling and having just kind of a bad experience with like a guy I met. I thought it would be fun to romp with this beautiful liar. Actually, the root of the word romance, there's a part of the meaning is actually falsity, is actually a liar, lying person. The root of the word comes from knights in medieval times who traveled afar, who went on these adventures, and they went back and they told their lovers of all their heroic journeys. There were ballads sung about them. Obviously, these guys were like exaggerating a little bit. Don Quixote is a perfect metaphor for this type of mindset. It's like the romance, the dream, the wanting to see ourselves as something much more lofty than we are, and yet to embrace the truth of it is like to look at this guy and be like, oh, you're a liar, and I'm actually not interested in that. And my friend reminded me of something I told him. She said, I had told him, you know where to find the door. And I think that is actually really good advice for all of us. When we find ourselves stuck, we find ourselves trapped, you know where to find the door. You may have set a situation up to be bad. Maybe one of us is the liar in that instance, or maybe we were lied to. That doesn't mean we have to stay in that position, in that place of desperation. Like, I didn't need that guy just because I was lonely. Like the minute he turned out to be not who I wanted, I was really appreciative of the sense of strength I had. And it also helped that I was coming out of a really big depression, and I had a huge sense of myself returning. So when we can tap into that energy, your strength returning, your sense of self returning, it's actually never gone. So coming from a place of lack, a place of desperation, it's like that illusion of self not being able to connect with it. It's actually always available. We're actually returning to ourselves any moment that we find some sanity, some calm, some peace in the storm. Look, the wind has stopped. The rain has stopped. So just remember, all storms pass. Call in your true self. And remember that you don't have to accept any BS from anybody. And you don't have to be that desperate person who, out of a place of hurt, needs to defend your own security. You can actually just find the door, find that place of peace and shelter. Even if you don't know exactly where it is, seek and you shall find. And trust your heart, trust the thing that's calling you, no matter how irrationally. My heart called me to Taos, and I'm so glad that it did. I feel so restored. And now I'm returning to another journey. So may your journey be peaceful. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm very distracted by where I am. Where are we?
Las Vegas.
We're in Las Vegas, Colorado. Welcome to New Mexico. Las Vegas, New Mexico on the border of Colorado. Look at this amazing little, it's like a car perched on this building. This is very special. Yep, this is what it's really like. There's all kinds of other lands. If we can give ourselves permission to walk at our front door. It's my new house. Do you like it? Adjacent to the gas station. I do like a good bog. All my love. Have a wonderful day. Find your safety. Blessings on your journey.